Have you ever been in the middle of an intense fight in Xenoverse, and then the opponent that you're fighting, whoever it may be, just knocks you away, and when you try to recover, you'll like jump upward or like do a little roll? Well, I mean, I know I have, but like I actually figured out how that works. But before I tell you that, I'm gonna also tell you this other thing. I'll probably timestamp when I actually start talking about that in the video. Okay, so before I talk about how to recover, I'm going to explain what exactly a recovery is. And the best way to do that is to start from the very beginning of what it entails. So don't worry, just hang in there. I know I might be saying stuff you already know, but we'll get to the good stuff, I promise. Alright, so there are two different states that your character can be in while being comboed. There's standing and off balance. And if you're standing, then at the end of the the best way to explain this is at the end of the combo. So, you can go from standing to off balance, in the middle of a combo. I'll probably make another video about that, but right now we're just going to talk about recovering, and standing is not a part of recovering, so don't worry. So yeah, if you're standing, then you don't have to ever worry about recoveries. I'll talk about that later. Now, the off balance part, that's when your character is of course not on their feet, and the best way to know that you're off balance, during a combo is the opponent's hits will start sounding different. Instead of just sounding like psh, 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 they'll sound like dsh, dsh, dsh. Don't worry, it'll make sense. I just realized how dumb that sounded, but we're gonna keep going. I'll probably add like an audio example right after that. So if you're off balance at the end of a combo, then you'll end up falling. And you can stop that fall by recovering. And the 4 buttons that actually help you recover, and these are the only 4 buttons that I know of, I should say, that help you recover are X, circle, triangle, and square. So basically all of the face buttons. I don't know where that term comes from. I've heard it somewhere and it just kind of stuck. So yeah, all the face buttons are used to recover. Pressing one of those buttons will give you a basic recovery, and what I mean by that is if you're flying away and then you just tap square, or that's what I typically use, so I'm going to say tap square a lot. So if you just tap square while you're falling, then you'll just catch yourself and not move anywhere. That's the basic recovery. Now, there's another recovery. I don't exactly know what to call this, but like basically you jump upward like very, very high to help yourself recover, and I'm guessing this is to help get out of like infinites or whatever, which that makes sense because you jump upward and the whole thing is invincible. But anyway, whatever step dash button, jeez, I almost said step vanish, whatever step dash button that you use that. So if you're on control type A, that's L2. I don't know what it is for B, but I know for type C I believe is X, and then whatever button wow, that would be weird on control type C, and then hold and then just keep tapping square, and then you'll eventually recover like that. That's pretty good for what I just said. Now this recovery is basically just like I don't know how to explain it, like, I don't know, a recovery jump thing, but it's not upward, it's to the side, either side or forward. Really, this is a good one to get right back into whatever you were doing. Like, let's say, I don't know, you got knocked away, but they're very vulnerable, so you want to get back over there quickly. And I'm pretty sure this is one that people have always done. If you like hold if you hold the stick forward or to the sides while you're trying to recover, you can do it's not even a roll, I don't know what to call it. You can see it on the screen, jeez. And the cool thing about this one is there's like no real ending lag to it, so you can just like fly right after it. I recommend trying it. I mean, well, I recommend trying all of these, but yeah, this one is the most common one, and people usually do this without thinking. This last one is basically like a back roll, which is pretty cool because it has tons of invincibility frames, and it really works for, I guess, dodging out of, not even dodging, but just sitting inside of key blasts if they weren't supposed to connect and you just rolled out, or, if a male Saiyan messes up his combo. And yeah, I don't know why they knock you back so far, but if they happen to not follow up on that, you can just use that to recover in place, but they can't really do anything until you stop rolling. It's pretty good in my opinion. But yeah, you don't have to hold the step dash button at all for this. All you have to do is just hold backward on your left stick. I'm not sure if it's just backward on the left stick or backward to wherever your character is facing. I don't really remember, so you can try that one. But yeah, just hold that and keep tapping square and you should be fine. And that's it for all the in-air recoveries. I mean, the ground ones are basically the same, except there's this little like back handspring thing you can do. I had the clip of it, but I don't know, some things got deleted for some reason. I'm not exactly sure, so I can't show you that, but it's this weird back handspring thing you can do. It looks really cool. I just don't exactly know how to do it. All the other recoveries, yeah, like the sitting still one is just basically you hopping up off the ground. The roll one and the sideways one, whatever you want to call that, where you can instantly start flying, that's exactly the same. So yeah, just remember, keep these in mind. Let's say if somebody is hitting you with some kind of infinite that every time you try to press X out to get out of, it just doesn't work, or something like that. So yeah, just keep that in mind. Hopefully you get some use out of it. To be completely honest, I do get a use out of it, but not as much as I guess any other tip normally would give me. Just, I guess it's something to keep in mind, if you care, that is. Yeah, that's all for this video. Goodbye.